Introduction to 3D Printing, Lab 1. Today we're going to work on a coaster project, and the idea is to design these different basic coaster shapes which will be 3D printed on a 3D printer, single extrusion FDM type printer. And what we're going to do is we're going to model these coasters using AutoCAD, and we're going to use two different layers to make a two different color coaster which we'll 3D print and assemble. To start off with, we'll go into the D2L system and we will download the coaster file for AutoCAD. So under Lab 1, I put the geometry here for you. And its drawing file. I'm going to download that. And then I'm going to open it. Continue anyway. It's created on SolidWorks. So here's my coaster file. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a copy of it. I'm going to say copy. I'll select the object. Hit enter in selection. And I'll move it from here using polar tracking over here. I'll take a isometric view of the object. I have three layers here. Layer 0 is black, layer 1 is the green, and the depth points layer is a layer that's created when I put a dimension on the object. So I'm going to go to layer 0 and I'm going to press pull it, and I'm going to hover inside this area here and I'm going to pull that up 0.5. And you can see it didn't quite get all of it, which is okay. We're going to fix it. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to move the extrusion from this endpoint to this endpoint. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a region out of this bottom leaf. And so I'll go under the draw command, select region, WP, window polygon. A good job when you're in an isometric view. Which one? And I'll say region, and again WP, create a second region. The only thing I don't like on this is that I created it on layer 0, and so after I completed making it into a region, I want to click on these and put them on layer 1. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back. I made a mistake. I moved it. Not really a mistake, but I could have waited and then moved this because I still need to subtract it. So I'll go back to the wireframe and then I'll extrude these leaves. .5 millimeters. And I'll subtract them. Large piece first. 3D solid. Enter. Pieces to be subtracted from them. Verify with the conceptual. Okay. There we go. And then I'll move it. And then what I'm going to do is erase this area of the leaf. And I'm going to extrude that. They're all the same color. And I'm going to extrude this shape. Now you see how it only did the edge, and that's going to be a problem. I'm going to need to make it a region first because that would be a surface and it won't be good for 3D printing. So I've selected the region command. Now select that. Then I'll extrude it. I'm going to extrude this only a height of 0.5. And then I'm going to move the other part back from the end point to the end point. And then I'm going to union them. So now you can see it's like a jigsaw puzzle. The bottom of the leaf will rest on that 0.5 millimeter. And then over on this end, I'm going to get rid of the outside edge here. Just clicking on it and selecting delete. And then again, I'm going to make a region. I like to keep the colors the same, so it does the extrusions and the regioning on the current layer. Then I'm going to extrude that. A height of 2 millimeters. And then I'm going to export these two files as STL. So I'll take the first one and I'm going to rename it Poster Top. And I'm just going to put it on my desktop. And then I'll export the second one. And we'll say STL file to the desktop. All of these. That concludes the modeling part of creating these coasters with AutoCAD. In the second part, we'll bring them into our slicing software and we'll get those ready for 3D printing.